Hi friends, Greg Kappas with Grace Global Network going through part 2, the next follow-up video on what are the righteous acts or deeds of the saints as we continue our series on eternal rewards. I want to go over the fourth point on a righteous deed concept. I'm looking through points 4, 5, and 6 today on what are these righteous acts or righteous deeds of the saints. The first one is a confident life of endurance in difficult times. Hebrews 10:32 through 39. A confident life of endurance in difficult times. Let me read this for you. Remember those earlier days after you had received the light, when you endured in a great conflict full of suffering. Sometimes you were publicly exposed to insult and persecution. Can you relate as a Christian, especially nowadays? At other times you stood side by side with those who were so treated. Support those that are in great pain. You suffered along with those in prison and joyfully accepted the confiscation of your property. Man, we can really relate to that going on in the United States now. Because you knew that you yourselves had better and lasting possessions. Our possessions are ultimately in heaven. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. Perseverance is critical for us. For in just a little while, the text says, He who is coming will come and will not delay. But my righteous one will live by faith, and I take no pleasure in the one who shrinks back. But we are not of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but of those who believe and are saved. A confident life of endurance in difficult times. Next, a humble life of putting others first. A humble life of putting others first. This is out of Luke 6:32 through 36. Let me read that to you, friends. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? That's easy for me. Probably easy for you. Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, Jesus says, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies. Do good to them and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Have you ever done that? Lended dollars, time, energy to someone with no intention of repayment? Then this text says, your reward will be great and you will be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. We need mercy, friends. We really desperately need mercy today. And finally, a giving life of self-denial out of Matthew 16:24 through 27. So a confident life of endurance in difficult times, a humble life of putting others first, and finally out of Matthew 16:24 through 27, a giving life of self-denial. Let me read that text with you. Then Jesus said to His disciples, those who want to be my disciples must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me, Jesus says. For those who want to save their life will lose it, but those who lose their life for me will find it. What good will it be for you to gain the whole world, yet forfeit your soul? Or what can you give in exchange for your soul? For the Son of Man is going to come in His Father's glory with His angels, and then He will reward everyone according to what they have done, their deeds, their acts. Truly I tell you, some who are standing here will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in His kingdom. And of course, that's a reference to the very next verse in chapter 17 of the Transfiguration. A giving life of self-denial. Stay tuned for next week, our next time together. We're going to look at, can we as Christians lose rewards in heaven based off our lives here on earth? God bless you. Have a great week. I'm thinking and praying for you.